Hello to you wherever you may be watching this video. So if you're on my YouTube channel, where some of my favorite people are, you know me as Spark Wisdom. And if you're watching this on Facebook or another platform, you may know me as Montina Portis. So I created this video because I've been away from YouTube and video and Facebook for a while, really about a year on Facebook on this channel. And I really wanted to create a video that gave you a quick update. So I actually started a company called Creative Internet Authority. We're a digital marketing company that focuses just on video production and video promotions, really video marketing for attorneys at small to medium-sized law firms. We have clients like the Cochran firm. We have done videos for one of the largest law firms in the state of Georgia. So basically, I just do video. I transferred what I learned online starting in 2009 into a business, and we have just grown tremendously. We did 6 figures our first 6 months. We actually have done 6 figures our second 6 months in business, and we're looking to actually double our revenues within really being 2 years in business, 1 year going into our second year. And I'm telling you, we've won awards. I've hired full-time staff. This is Kat. This is Irish here. This is Ulysses, who has been with me from the beginning, from the very first video. I said, look, do you want to learn how to edit? Yeah. Do you want to learn how to turn the camera on and off and do angles? Yeah. So a lot can happen in a year. That's why I've been off YouTube. A lot can happen in a year. That's why I don't play games on Facebook. When you get laser focused and when you say, this is what I want to do, a lot can happen. I even opened up a studio called Atlanta Video Studio, where we actually have business owners come in and do videos, professionals, authors, coaches, consultants, experts, entrepreneurs, and speakers actually come in to use our equipment so they have professional videos. Now, YouTube videos and fun Facebook Live videos, they have their place, but nothing takes the place of a professional video that you need if you are a professional. I also opened up offices, real offices outside of my home. In Amelia Island, Florida, I actually have a video studio there where I sublease or sublet space from a friend there. And I actually have my own studio here in Atlanta, Georgia that you just saw. This is my studio. I actually have offices. I moved out of the house. A lot can happen in a year when you're focused. I focused on being a legal marketing expert, the best in my niche. I went on dozens of different TV shows, NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox News, and I didn't go on Shark Tank, but I met Mark Cuban. We actually are birthday twins. We share the same birthday. So that happened in my business. And in the past year, my baby girl graduated from high school. Mr. Manser, my son, which he's going to kill me for this picture. He's going to not kill me, but he's going to be like, Mom. He turned 12 and he's now going into the 7th grade. And my oldest daughter is now a senior. Oh my goodness. She's a sophomore at the University of North Florida in Jacksonville. So my family has grown and I went full vegan. So I transitioned from a vegetarian. What you see there is portobello, mushroom, ramen noodles, spinach, carrots, corn, just all in a yummy, yummy soup. And this gentleman and I have now been married. If many of you have been on my journey on YouTube, we've been married for 6 years together, 7 years, and it's been a journey. I really wish I could come on here and say, oh my gosh, the Portis 47 and I had the love experience, but we didn't. It was challenging. Man, I wanted to throw that towel in a lot, quite a few times. I mean, we've really gone through some things and they weren't because of infidelity or abuse or adultery, things like that. We just had to learn each other. We had to both grow up. There were just financial challenges from moving from one city to another, opening businesses, closing businesses, but we're still together, and he's a pretty cool guy. The other thing that you know from when I started my YouTube channel, if you're watching on my Spark Wisdom channel, my hair journey's still going on. This is when I'm making this video, 2016, and you see that's my hair when I stretch it. But typically, if you even meet me on the street, you meet me at an event, my hair is really just curled up. It's pinned back. My hair is not my focus. Look, life is like chess. My husband refers to chess a lot. What game are you playing in it? Where are you supposed to be focused? If you are online and you're watching all these hair videos and you're watching about everyone else teaching you about how to build a business and they don't even have businesses, where is your focus? What are you doing, or what should you be doing Where should you be focused and what should you be intentional about? What piece are you playing on the board of life? I took off YouTube for a year and focused on a business that I grew 6 figures in 6 months, hired staff, built out offices, built out studios. What should you be focused on? I walked away from my corporate position in 2014 and got laser focused. So now to transition on in my life, I'm not even here to sell you anything. You know, all these entrepreneurs, these consultants, oh, okay, now I'm going to sell you. Look, I ain't selling you nothing. That's not how I do things. Look, I'm going to be doing videos on entrepreneurship and being a business owner. I shifted from being self-employed to now hiring staff and people to do the work for me. Now, I'll tell my assistant, Kat, all the time, we're both toilet scrubbers. I'm still working long hours. I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm growing and scaling a business. I want to teach you how to grow and scale a business. I'm going to talk on YouTube about growing and scaling my business. I'm going to talk about how you create generational wealth, because that's my entire goal for what I'm doing. I don't want my kids to start at ground zero like I did. And like my kids, not that they start at ground zero, but I can only help them so much. They should have had $100,000 or maybe a couple $1,000,000 that they could have had to start businesses and look up at the sky and say, God, what do you want me to do? What did you put me on this planet to do? I'm going to talk about my vegan journey. I've been a vegetarian, I guess, man, I don't know, 4 or 5 years at the time of this video. Transitioned into being a vegan because a good friend of mine told me about this book called Eat to Live by Dr. I think it's Joel Fuhrman, and it just was amazing. I'm like, I want to eat to live. So I actually eliminated dairy. I had given up meat for, I don't know, it's been years and years. Gave up pork over 20 years ago. And I feel much better. I'm at my ideal weight. I'm energized and I'm feeling good. I'm going to talk to you about raising champions. Man, I learned a lot raising my kids. And I'm not just glad because they're all, 2 are out of the house. I'm glad because it's another journey. I was in my early 20s when I had my kids. And now in the, this part of my life, I'm financially stable. I have more things together. I'm like, okay, we can get passports, finally. I got my passport. I'm almost 40 years old right there. Whoop, going over, crossing the line now. And just now getting a passport. But I'm so excited about raising champions, raising children that are just really in that trajectory of what do I need to do? Why am I here? Asking the right questions. And look, I made a lot of mistakes. They made a lot of mistakes too. They made some bad decisions, not just mom, but we don't talk about our kids make bad decisions too. It ain't all on us. So I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about lessons learned and success. I don't believe in failure, but I have learned a lot of lessons in relationships and businesses and organic life products. Y'all remember my shea butter? And having consultants and having people want to steal my business from me and just growing up, right? Lessons learned, success, what it means. You can make 100,000 and it sounds good, but I only pull out about 15 to 20% of my business. So I'm really living, I was like, man, I looked at my profits and said, I can go sign up for food stamps and get me, some money. But business is what you think it is, and it's not what you think it is. It's amazing. You can do what you want, but you got to pay taxes, you got to manage money, and you got to hire people. So we're going to talk about what success really looks like and, how you can grow. We're going to talk about, a little bit about marriage. D. Portis 47 is a little different, Mr. Daniel Portis, but I won't talk much about it. But there's just some things along the way that maybe if I can get him on the camera, we can talk about just how we've learned to grow. I mean, really, marriage has highs and lows. It really does. And if you can really just focus more on the highs than the lows, you're going to be okay. I'm going to talk about traveling. I am actually going out of the country this year. I'm going to be traveling a lot. I'm going to take my kids out of the country, so we'll talk about what that looks like. And I'm going to be answering your questions. Look, don't leave me out here by not commenting. What questions can I answer for you? This is not me trying to sell you on anything. This is me saying, look, time to make a comeback. Spark Wisdom, Montina Portis. These are not my main business channels for my attorneys. I actually have a business channel where I don't talk about things like this. This isn't a place to be trying to get all this marketing advice and things like that. This is just a place, look, Montina, would you do a video about this? Spark Wisdom, would you do a video about this? I'm going to tell you now, I'm not doing a bunch of hair videos because I'm over it. There are so many hair gurus on YouTube, and then really, my thought process is, who cares if you have hair all the way down to your ankles and you're broke? And only you know the truth about, your situation. And guess what? You really do know the truth about it. Don't fake, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be real in everything that you do. Just be real. So again, it's not about marketing. There are, if you want to coach with me or consult, not really coach, I don't do that anymore, but if you want to, talk with me, I have a clarity link. First 15 minutes are free. Then beyond that, you got to pay me because it's my time, and my time needs to be done growing my business. But again, I'm going to be doing videos. So if you're on my Facebook page, awesome. But if you're on my YouTube, go like my Facebook page because I'm going to be doing live videos really from my office most of the time. I want to talk about business. I want to talk about being an entrepreneur. I want to talk about helping you get out of your situation and putting you in a better place. I want to talk about how you can leave your kids life insurance and money and assets. I want to talk about how you can get your health together so you can feel better. I mean, I'm on this journey because my daughter at 13 said, I don't want to eat meat. And I'm like, okay, you're going to do it for 2 weeks. And 2 weeks has now turned into 7 years, y'all. So I want to talk about those things. If you're on my Facebook page, go over to my YouTube page and subscribe. You can find me everywhere, Montina Portis, except again on YouTube, I'm Spark Wisdom. Subscribe to the Spark Wisdom channel. I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Instagram, Montina Portis. I'm on Twitter, Montina Portis. And again, a lot of my conversations a little bit different, but I will commit to you that you're going to see more videos from me. I'm going to be more active online. And my schedule right now is looking like for Facebook on the Spark Wisdom channel, I'll post live videos every Sunday. And I'm still figuring out my schedule for my Facebook video. So again, on my Spark Wisdom channel on YouTube, live every Sunday. On Facebook, it's probably going to look like I'm going to try to figure that schedule out. And really, I had to do this video this way simply because I'm in my office, my hair's not done, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get in front of the camera. And this just was the easiest way to do it. But my videos will be me live in front of the camera. And again, these are the topics I'm going to talk about. These are the things I'm going to talk about, y'all. Look, this hair thing it's not out of control, but look, I see all the hair gurus, and again, I've been there, done that, but how is that really helping you? I want to see hair gurus talk about you getting sponsors and vendors and making the money that they do. I want to talk about how a lot of hair vendors are making the money, and YouTubers, and they quit their jobs. YouTube was not my avenue. I make a couple of $1,000 a year. It really is not enough. It really ain't that much money. And it's only because I'm like, look, I want to do something bigger. I want to do something different. When I started my business with what I do now, it's totally different. This isn't me teaching you business. I'm 100% in business. So let's grow great together. I've said that for years. Let's grow great together. Subscribe, which is something I don't normally ask you to do. If you're on my Facebook page, share this video. Let's empower people to prosper, y'all. And let's be our best selves right now. I'll see you in the next video.